how's it going? I just got this mac and cheese here. Diet Pepsi. Sorry, Diet Coke. Pepsi's been on my mind lately, and I'll explain why in a second, but I'm just gonna be enjoying this. I'll be talking about a bit about work. I work at a resort. I turned down actually I think I might have turned it down too much, but I turned down the audio record level on my camera, and I moved the microphone closer to my face. This last video, some subscribers were complaining that there was a weird tinny sound going on, or something like that, in my last video, and it didn't sound very good at all, and so I'm trying to fix that now. I had recommendations from subscribers to lower the gain. I think it's probably the microphone distance, I think. Because my gain had been the same for the past while, quite a few videos, same gain. But really the only difference is that I had this cutting board here. It's large, and I thought I should put my microphone off the cutting board. So this is how big it was off to the side there, kind of far away from my mouth. Some good mac and cheese. I just pre-made stuff. Frozen dinner. But yeah, me and my dad were just handling some stuff and not fighting, but working with each other in a nearby city. I live in a rural community, and this is pretty recent. So a rural community, of course, any business, you basically have to drive to the city. I mean, you want to buy some clothes, generally you have to drive to the city. There's a thrift shop nearby, but that's about it. But my phone died. It was my fault. I was up listening to ASMR videos the night before. My dad doesn't have a cell phone. He wants to get one. For a long time he was just totally off of cell phones. He's like, well, they're just a distraction or whatever it is. We were going to use my cell phone to make an important call. It was totally dead. We went to Valley Village to grab some, see if we can find anything to buy. And that's a thrift shop. And yeah, I like Valley Village. And the first thing I did when I got in there is I said to the young employee working there, I was like, I'll pay you some money if you can, and I'll buy some t-shirts here if you can charge my phone for a little bit while I shop. And so he's like, okay. He started charging my phone. Did some shopping. My dad bought me a couple of t-shirts. And then I grabbed my phone and I was gonna give that young fellow $20, but he declined. Got my phone back, and there was barely any juice, but there was enough juice for us to make the phone call, so we made the phone call. My dad was happy. But yeah, I just put an expensive toy order in. like when people are checking into the hotel rooms or chalets at the resort, they have young kids, we give them some gold coins, plastic ones, but and we say you can redeem these at the front desk here for toys. We have a treasure chest full of toys, and now I'm in charge of stocking up with the toys. I'm sorry for it's been already I think 8 or 9 days since I released or published the last video, but sorry for that. Yeah, I believe how it works. I'm still new to this role. Is that I pay with my credit card on Amazon. It was an Amazon order, and I'll be right back. My alarm and my phone was going off in the other room. I apologize. But I'm just a little bit worried about getting reimbursed for this. This is the second toy order that I made. I spent a lot of money. I'm just worried they're gonna say orders were too expensive and we can't reimburse you. But we'll see how she goes. But in a recent previous video, you may have heard from me that I messed up the Pepsi order. Because as part of my new role, I'm a duty manager. I recently got this job, got a promotion, and I have to do the Pepsi order now. Yeah, so ordering a lot of Pepsi. Basically, now, what was I gonna say? So I messed up and placed an order late, and I think it was the perfect storm, the perfect shit storm. Basically, what happened was I did place the order late, and we were already running low on a pop, and but something happened with the website. It was like the order wasn't going to come in until like 3 weeks down the road, whereas so, and I thought that was normal. And I thought that was just the consequence of me being dumb and negligent and placing the order late, is that we get the late order. But yeah, it caused problems. My boss thankfully saved us and went to a grocery store and purchased a bunch of pop and stuff like that. But what was I gonna say? Yeah. But yeah. We got an iced tea fountain, a drink, and stuff like that. But now I don't think it's gonna happen again. I just placed an order last night. Did that from home. I had a hectic day yesterday at work. There was a lot of problems going on that I had to attend to. But without getting paid, I placed an order at home. Not saying that I'm going above and beyond sort of thing. I wanted to get that order in because I had the cutoff is apparently 5 p.m. on Monday for these Pepsi orders. But I said, I called a Pepsi customer service representative, and I said to her I'll just place the order online, and it was already like 2:30 p.m. And she was like, well, since it's already 2:30 p.m., like if you place it online, you're not gonna get it for a while. So I think if you place an order over the phone with her, like even as late as like 3 p.m. on the Monday, that'll work. And that's what I did last time. Well, like, not, I placed the order yesterday, but yeah. The time before that, which I should have explained. Okay, so 2 times ago, I also, my boss saved us, but also accounting told me that I could call Pepsi and then place the order with them, and then it would be delivered on Wednesday, which was pretty soon. And so that's another thing that we did. So I called that lady in, and that's what she was, the customer service representative from Pepsi. That's what she was telling me, basically. But yesterday was Sunday. So I figured that if I placed the online order Sunday, and definitely before midnight, I would probably get the order soon. So I did place an order, Pepsi order online yesterday, which was Sunday, and now the order is coming in this Wednesday. So the orders arrive on Wednesdays. It's just a matter of which Wednesday is going to arrive, based on when you make the order and stuff like that. So, but yeah, but I don't know. It's gonna feel good because I was worried the other night. I was like, I think we're running low on maybe some cans of Pepsi and stuff like that, and I was like, kind of like wrestling in my bed with myself, and I was like, oh god, it probably didn't order enough, and it's happening again, and maybe I'll get fired over this one, since it's like, if you make a mistake once with the Pepsi, which I did, I think my boss was so mad about that, but making it a second time, and so soon after you make the first mistake, I didn't think that was gonna fly, so, placed the Pepsi order, but like, yeah, I walked into, sorry, I'm kind of all over the place in this video, but I walked into work, yesterday, and, I think it was yesterday, and just found that we still had boxes of Pepsi, which was good, and so we didn't run out, and I was super worried about that. But for good measure, yesterday night, did the online order, and I think I ordered maybe 10 or 11 24 packs of 355 millimeter cans of Pepsi, regular. And ordered a bunch of other stuff and a bunch of other pop, and yeah, but the thing is now, we have 3 restaurants at the resort. There's 2 restaurants on the main floor that are right next to each other, and they share the same bartender's fountain gun, for getting Pepsi and mug root beer and brisk iced tea and stuff like that. Okay, so that's cool. I mean, and we have enough bibs, which is like the boxes of syrup for the fountains, because we ordered enough of those. But basically, there's the 3rd restaurant, which is the Bistro, which is in the Nordic Spa. That one does not have fountain drinks. Okay, it's not hooked up to any fountain gun. So it was recently built. So basically, what they were doing is they were using 2-liter bottles of pop. But I was like, that's not good, because you pour a glass out of a 2-liter Pepsi, and then the next day it's going to be somewhat flat. By the 3rd day, it's damn well going to be flat. I mean, I didn't like it, so I went to the food and beverage manager and her assistant manager, and even actually the general manager. general manager there. So, yeah, and was like, we should probably just serve cans. Just say screw it and just do cans of pop in the bistro there, and they all agree with me. So now we're switching over to cans, but I have to make sure that I order like a huge amount of cans, because now basically what's going on is it's a resort, but it's also a conference center. So you have the conferences, and oftentimes they'll use pop, and so for that. And yeah, now I learned that we do 2 pop for every person in the conference if we're serving them pop, right? So yeah, 100-person conference, which is not uncommon. You gotta do 200 pop right there. And maybe that's only for dinner. What about lunch? They might get pop for that too. So if you count, yeah, so you can see how fast it goes. But it's also because we have rib night at this tiki bar outside that we have. And that's been a big hit. It's been selling out. And we need pop for that. And then we do, like, the other day we did this conference and we did a cash bar for them out in the lobby. We needed pop for that. Okay, so and we need pop for the bistro. So it's like, I think that's 4 things, right? There's the bistro, grab night for tiki bar, cash bar, and then conferences. So you got 4 areas taking pop from that pop cage that we have downstairs. And it all has to be it has to be accounted for, but the main thing I'm concerned about right now is just getting enough stock in, But they ordered enough soda water to knock the turtle off a mule's ass. So we should be good for soda water for now. But we'll see. I'm excited to see that if I do the Pepsi order on a Sunday night, that it'll arrive on Wednesday. That sounds pretty good to me. That might save my ass. Yeah. So I'll have to see if that keeps up, or if that was just them being generous there. I was just doing some laundry in the spa the other day, and I guess one of the washers broke, so I had to take care of that. And but I think that's about all for now. But thanks for watching. Okay, bye.